Hello, my name is Jackelyn and welcome to your third trimester upper body and core workout. Congratulations, we're here. Things are looking good, maybe. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I am a little bit tired today and I feel like baby is really growing and my lungs are getting compressed, so it's kind of hard to breathe. So if you find me really out of breath during this workout, I'm right there with you, but we'll make it. Either way, it's good to make sure we get this movement and activity in throughout our pregnancy to keep us feeling healthy emotionally and physically. So all you're gonna need today is a set of 2 weights. You can have 1 if you'd like, but 2 is nice to pick and choose from as we move through the workout. I have a 10-pound set and a 15-pound set. In addition, when I normally do these strength workouts, sometimes I do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, but as we progress through this third trimester, I want to give us space to honor our bodies and just work as we need to. So what we're actually going to do today is 90-second stints, and in those 90 seconds, you're going to try to reach anywhere between 8 to 15 reps, as much or as little as it feels good to you, and then take the remainder of that 90 seconds for a rest, for a break, and then we move on to the next exercise. So hopefully this format gives you that liberty to kind of take your time, go with the flow, adjust your weights as you need. If you're feeling strong, you can keep going. If you're feeling tired, you can take a break. It's very up to you, but we can also stay on the same cadence as we move through class. Sound good? I hope so. All right, friends. So when you're ready, let's hop onto our mat, review these exercises, and get started. All right, let's review our 5 exercises. The first one is a narrow grip frontal raise. So you're gonna grab one of your weights. I'm starting with my 15-pound one. You're gonna pull those shoulders back and then hold that dumbbell here. You wanna make sure that your feet are about hip width apart. Your pelvis is slightly tucked, so we're not doing our little duck butt here, even though our belly probably wants us to. You're gonna do a nice tuck, engage that core, and pull those shoulders back. So you're nice and strong, standing super, super tall. Give me a nice bend in your elbows, and then all you're gonna do is press those hands into the dumbbell. So this is super important. We're not just holding it, letting it fall on our fingers. We're actively pressing that dumbbell as if there was a button that we were like, boop, okay? So once you're there, all you're gonna do, lift that weight chest height, and right back down. Big lift and right back down. And what that's gonna work is our chest and a little bit of anterior deltoids, our front shoulders, and it's gonna feel good, and a little bit of biceps too. So the whole thing is happening there. Okay. All right, put that weight down. Our next one is a overhead press. You can do this standing or seated, totally up to you and what you have available. I'm using my 10-pound weights. I had a shoulder impingement that like 10 years ago now, but it acts up a little bit sometimes when I do this, so I may switch to a different exercise, but if you feel great, you can totally keep going. So standing, dumbbells come up above the head, and then all you're gonna do here is you're gonna let that weight drop towards your shoulders and then pull it back up. You can also press those dumbbells together if you like, having a little bit more stability, letting that weight drop and lift up. You wanna make sure those elbows stay right over the shoulder blades. And then option 2, if you're kind of like playing with your weights, just depending what you have, you can always hold on to one single dumbbell, bring it back and bring it up. Yeah? So you choose what works for you. Again, if you have a seat nearby or the couch, you can come here and do that as well. That's just gonna give you a little bit more support and give you a break off of your legs, because who doesn't like that? You're gonna keep these weights and we're gonna move into our reverse fly for our back. Pull those shoulders back, slight bend in the knees, and then hinge at those hips. Let those arms fall right under your shoulders. And then from here, give me a slight bend in those elbows, lift for that fly, and right back down. I like to imagine that you're hugging a really big tree. So your arms aren't like straight like here. That's gonna put a lot of strain on your joints. You're gonna have that slight bend, and then pull those shoulder blades together as you lift and come back down, and then you'll really feel that in your back. Okay, next exercise. You can keep these weights or move to your heavier ones, just depending where you are. Can you hear me out of breath? do our tempo bicep curls. Palms come forward, shoulders pulled back again. We're gonna go ahead and go fast on the up, and then slow, 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 slow down. So about 1 count up, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. Making sure that our elbows are nice and in line. We're not doing this big swinging motion. If you're swinging, the weights might be a little bit heavy, so drop down a couple pounds, and that's it. And then you'll be able to control that bicep curl a little bit better. All right, our last move here is our bear knee lifts. So hands come under our shoulders, knees come under our hips, belly button to spine, curl those toes under. Option 1, all you're gonna do is lift those knees off the ground and come back down. Lift those knees up and back down. Option 2, if you're feeling like you wanna take it a step further, you're gonna leave those knees up, and you're gonna step back 1 and in and down. Lift up, step back and in and down, okay? That one can be really intense, really depending where you are in your pregnancy. So you wanna make sure that your hips are squared. We're not shifting side to side as we come up. And then if any of those options are just not feeling good for you today, come into a nice little bird dog, reach one arm forward, opposite leg back, and right back down. And that's gonna work the balance in our core. And that's it. Those are all the exercises. So when you're ready, grab a sip of water, get your station and your mat all ready to go, and we will get going. Okay, friends, let's get started with a quick little warm up. You're gonna go ahead and stand your feet a little bit more than hip width apart. Roll those shoulders forward a couple times. Oh, start to breathe. I know it might be a long day, week, month, year, I don't know. And then reverse them back. But right here, we're together right now. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be an awesome time. Good, go ahead, big inhale, reach those arms up. Big stretch here, and then exhale, slight lean to one side. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, other side. Good, inhale up and switch. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time, lift and exhale. Last one, lift and exhale. Good. Inhale, lift all the way up, and then big forward fold dive down. Grab whatever you can. Maybe it's your thighs, your shins, or the floor. We got a belly in the way, so things are different these days. Awesome. From here, I just want you to find a slight bend in your knees and just kind of wiggle it out. Shift yourself side to side. Good. Let your head hang all the way down, real heavy, and shake it out. Shake it out. Good. Nice. From here, you're gonna go ahead and plant those hands down and step yourself back into downward dog. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. Go ahead and pedal those heels up and down. If this feels intense, you can come into a nice little child's pose here, and then just kind of shift yourself side to side. Start to open up through those lats. So you choose what feels good. There's so many options here. And unfortunately, even though I'm not with you, I'm gonna do my very best to give you all the options so that we can feel successful. One more big breath here, inhale and exhale. Good. If you're not in child's pose, go ahead and make your way there. Knees are wide and then hips are down. And then we're just gonna go ahead and crawl our hands over to the left corner of our mat, stretching out the right lats. You really want to press your chest down and then press your hips away from those fingertips. Good. And then switch directions. Switch directions? Or just switch to the other side. Good. Big, big stretch here. Awesome. And then go ahead and take it all the way to the center and then really press your chest towards the mat just as much as you can. Try to get that stretch elongating through the back. Good. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Awesome. Walk those hands all the way in. Good. Big inhale, reach those arms up. Interlace those fingers and then press those palms to the sky. Open up that chest. Good. And then from here, keep those fingers interlaced, bring them forward, and then just go ahead and round out your spine. And then switch those hands behind you, interlace them again. Curl those shoulders together, open up the spine, open up the heart. 2 more times, inhale. Curl. And exhale, arch. Good, 1 more time, inhale, curl. And exhale, arch. Good. Go ahead and take those arms, roll them all the way out, and then take those hands down, wide child's pose, or lift back into that down dog, whatever feels good for you. And then go ahead, wide legs, crawl up to the top of the mat. I know that belly is definitely in my way, so we gotta take those wide steps. Bend those knees ever so slightly and straighten them up. Inhale, bend. You can hold your shins, exhale, straighten. If you're near a couch or, oop, that's a leaf. You can hold on to the couch as well, or blocks, whatever you got. You just wanna get a little bit more blood flowing through the lower body here. You choose. Good. And then go ahead and hold yourself all the way back towards the center, bend the knees, and slowly roll up little by little. Head is the last thing to come up, and shake. Woo, awesome. All right, are you ready for our upper body workout? It's gonna be good. That also feels great. All right, so real quick, we're doing 90 seconds. You have the choice to hit 8 to 15 reps. So you choose. I'll let you know how the time's looking and feeling, and then you can kind of go with it. The first round, I really want you to get a feel for it. Be like, this is what I can handle, this is what feels good. And rounds 2 and 3, you start really dialing in on what feels the best, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and start that timer. Go ahead and grab the heavier of your dumbbells. I'm starting with the 15-pound weight. Press those palms in, slight bend in the elbows, pull your shoulders back. Ready? Let's go. Lift that weight up towards your chest height and right back down. Remember, pressing in is gonna activate your chest. So if you unpress, you'll feel that it feels more bicep-y, shouldery. If you press in, you immediately feel your chest start to work, and that is what we're looking for. It's always nice to have options for chest, especially as you progress through pregnancy, because maybe it doesn't feel good to lay on your back. It's different for everybody, so we got them options. We have about 1 minute left. I have lost count, but if I'm going by feel, I think I have still some more in the tank. But I wanna make sure I don't overdo it too. So remember, you're reaching for 8 to 15 reps. You can do more, you can do less. It's totally up to you. And I wanna make sure that you're listening to your body. Make sure you give yourself at least like 15 to 20 seconds of rest at the end of this. That's how you know you're in the right place. You also know you're in the right place if by the end of your reps, you're like, okay, I think I could only do like 2 to 3 more. That's about where you want to chill. So you have about 15 seconds left there. Give your arms a nice little shake and then grab your weights for our overhead press. I'm gonna actually do a single dumbbell overhead, see how it goes. Seated or standing, up to you. When you're ready, arms up and let's go. Weight comes down and lift back up. Great. Like I said, I have to be really mindful of this exercise. Sometimes my shoulder gets kind of funny. If you have the same thing, you can always come into tricep kickbacks. You make it work for you. Now, if you're standing, make sure again, we're not doing our duck butt. We're not excessively arching through our low back. You want to find that slight tuck in your pelvis. And then you want to make sure your core is activated. So even though we're not expressively working core right now, we're still working it. It's still getting its job done. Good, keep breathing, inhale down, exhale, lift up. We have 45 seconds left. You choose where you are. And I hope you're doing good. I hope you're able to really tap into your body, listen to what you need. Good, that is good for me. We have about 30 seconds left. Shake it out, catch your breath. We're gonna switch into our reverse flies now. So if you're finding that you hit 8 to 15 reps really fast and you have like a whole minute break and you're like, oh, it's too much, you can always increase your weights and play with it. You have to play with it. Go ahead and grab those lighter weights for your back flies. It's trial and error till you find out what's perfect for you. Slight bend in the knees, lean forward. Let's go, back flies. Slight bend in those elbows. Squeeze those shoulder blades as you lift up. You wanna feel your back really working here. Yes, so good. Good, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Make sure to keep working with that breath. If the breath is confusing to you, just make sure you breathe. That's fine too. Now, how do you know if you have the right weight rep by rep? You wanna make sure here that you're not excessively swinging up. When there's too much of this, that's a lot of momentum. We're not getting the full strength workout there. You wanna be able to control every part of that movement. And you wanna make sure to keep your form. So if you notice you start arching more, or you're hunching, or you're like, ugh, can't get it, take it down a notch, and that's totally fine. Again, really hard for me to count when I'm chatting with you, so I am gonna take a break there as we prep for our next one, and actually gonna keep these weights for our tempoed bicep curl. So I hope you're feeling good. I hope this is all making sense to you. I love giving you options, and then you listen to your body to make sure it works. Pull the shoulders back, tempo bicep curls. Ready, let's go. Quick up and down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Quick up, down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, keep going just like that. Again, make sure you have a slight bend in your knees. You don't wanna lock them out, because then you restrict that blood flow from coming right back up, and we wanna make sure the blood keeps moving. We don't wanna pass out. Now's not a good time for that. And keep breathing. Good. You wanna make sure that you're at a place where you could talk a little bit. You don't have to necessarily like sing and dance, but words should be able to come out, and that's how you know you're kind of in the right place with your exertion level, okay? And you can tell if you're overdoing it, I think, but I don't know. Good. My lungs are definitely compressed compared to second trimester, I can feel it. Let's do however many more you need. We are about to hit that 20-second mark. Okay, and then I'm gonna chill there. Give myself some time to get onto the ground for our alternating bear taps or knee taps or bird dogs. You choose. Remember, you have options, okay? You practiced, we know what we wanna do. All right, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, let's go. Option 1, opposite arm, opposite leg reach, and right back down, just like that. And then option number 2, knees lift, and back down. Make sure our belly button is pulled toward the spine. And then option 3, knees lift, push back one leg, pull in and down. Yeah, you choose. And you know what, we're doing 3 rounds, so maybe this first round you start, woo, with that bird dog, and round 2, you come into our knee lifts, and then round 3, you do the full shebang. It's up to you. Take your time here. We're not trying to go through these movements super fast. We're really trying to activate that deep core, okay? You know that you're working the core a little too hard if you feel like there's a lot of strain on the belly, if you feel like there's coning happening. You wanna make sure that everything is activated. That's why we have options here, okay? Good. Woo! Keep breathing, friends. We have about 15 seconds left here. You can keep going. If you'd like, you can hit the full 90 seconds of this. If you feel good, you don't have to do the 8 to 15 because we have a 1-minute rest coming up. It's up to you. Yes, you got it. And time. Amazing, friends. All right, 1 minute rest. You know how everything feels. Grab a sip of water, shake out those arms, adjust weights if you need. Yeah, and get water. Let's crawl our way over. Oh, how are you feeling? I hope you're doing great, and depending on your energy levels in this stage of your pregnancy, you can always tap this workout onto the lower body workout that should be coming soon, if it's not already out. Or you can add this with a walk outside, walking your pup, yourself, your children, whatever you got. Many ways to put things together to make it work. You know what I mean? All right, in 6 seconds, we have our narrow frontal raises. Are you ready? Yes, we are. Shoulders back, palms in. Whenever you're ready, just go for it. Because we have 90 seconds. We got time. It's not like our HIIT classes where we're like, we're 3 seconds behind. Good. Now, what are you remembering to do? You're remembering to press through the dumbbell, okay? Almost like you're squishing it, like you're squishing an empty can of a drink. I don't know why that was hard for me to get out. Do you find that you're having like trains of thoughts and then you're like, wait, what was I talking? I don't remember. That's been happening to me lately, but it's okay. Good work, friends. You have 40 seconds left. Remember, you're choosing your rep range, and be honest with yourself. You know you're in the right place when you hit a rep and you're like, I have 2 to 3 more. So you want to stop right before you get to that 2 to third one, that second to third one. Good, and relax if you haven't already. We are coming into our overhead press. I'm coming back to my single dumbbell. You can do the double dumbbells, whatever you want, my friends. Seated or standing. Ready? Let's go. Good, inhale down. Exhale, push. Again, belly button to spine. You want to make sure that core and the pelvic floor is still being supported right now, especially because we are lifting weights. So what that means is you want to pull that belly button back towards the spine. Kind of just imagine you're giving your baby a hug. Hug. And then you want to take that pelvic floor and lift right through the center, support all your organs, support that baby, and really make sure we're prepping ourselves properly throughout this pregnancy. The most important thing to know and do when you're working out during pregnancy is to listen to your body. You will know. There are a lot of guidelines out there, and I can give you some. I will guide you through it, but ultimately, you know. You'll feel, because you're so different. And you might be going through something that I'm not going through, vice versa. I am and you're not, whatever, right? So we're all gonna respond to everything differently. So I want you to take your time, breathe, work through it, and just know that the fact that you're moving is great. Any movement is good movement in pregnancy. Okay, prepping for our reverse flies. Grab your weights. Whew. Grabbing the weights, I think, is part of the workout. Bend the knees, come down, let's go. Big tree hugs. And you know, because I'm coaching you, I am losing track of what number and how many reps I'm doing, but when I'm stopping, it feels good. I'm like, yeah, that seems appropriate. Good work, friends. Squeeze those shoulder blades together and right back down. Good, inhale, lift, and lower. Yes, and it's so good, it's so important to do this upper body training as we prepare for baby to arrive, because there is gonna be a lot of baby hugging, baby snuggling, and it's good to have all this strength ready to go. Awesome. You have about 35 seconds. feeling good? Okay. Keep going or not going, up to you. Our next one is our tempoed bicep curl. Hi, baby. This baby. And you, baby. All right, grab those weights. Okay, friends. Shoulders pulled back, palms forward, and let's go. 1 count up and down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. 1 count up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Down. Awesome, friends. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Yes. So it's really important to do the strength training, to do the lifting while you're pregnant, because we are going to take a little time off after baby is here, right? Postpartum is all about recovery. It's all about honoring the space you're in and what you need, and usually that means rest. So to have this reserve of muscle strength and endurance built up, it can only be good. Because when you come back, when you're ready to work out again, it won't be as, I was gonna say painful, but I don't think that's the right word. It won't be as struggle bussy. It'll feel a little bit more doable. All right, friends, we're coming into our all fours, bear taps, or bird dogs, or alternating tap backs. You choose. Okay. Breathe, breathe, breathe. When you're ready, all fours, and let's go. I'm just gonna come into my lifts for this one. I really wanna warm up to those tap backs, but everyone is different. I think on a different day, I could have popped into it. Today I am feeling tired. I wanna honor that, and I wanna make sure that my core is really warmed up and feeling up for the challenge. So take your time. Remember again, 8 to 15 reps, but we have 1 minute break after this. So if you feel like it, go the whole way. Go the whole way. Maybe supplement half of whatever you're doing, half with bird dog, half with something, you know what I mean? Make it work. We're going back. Feeling today, friends. Remember, when you're lifting, belly button to spine, coffee is not falling off of our back. We have about 33 seconds. And I'm gonna switch to my bird dog. Woo. Working that deep, deep core, breathing through it. Nice. There are videos on my channel if you want a full core workout. We're talking about deep core because we're not doing crunches, we're not doing anything wild. We are preparing our deep transverse abdominals for fun times ahead and time. All right, 1 minute break. And you know what that means? We only have 1 set left. It's exciting, right? It's good. And you know what's good is we're doing it together. So you're not alone. I'm also not alone because I have you. Because to be honest, I woke up this morning, I was really tired, compressed lungs, and I was like, oh, and I was like, you know, I get to see you, my friends today, so it's okay, I'll make it through. Which is funny because I actually can't actually see you right now in this moment. That'd be kind of creepy. But I like energetically feel you. All right, 10 seconds. We're coming into our final set, narrow grip frontal raises. When you're ready, press those hands into the dumbbells, shoulders pulled back, and let's go. So I know that throughout pregnancy, there's so many things to think about and to do. And I think I've said this before, probably in another video, I can't remember because it's hard to remember many things these days. But, you know, when baby gets here, baby will get here, everything will be dandy. You'll figure it out when that time comes. But right now, during the pregnancy, even though we only have so many weeks left. Now's the time to take care of you, to take care of yourself. This is so important, whether it's working out, whether it's taking a walk, whether it's like a fun little meal or a date night or something. You have so much to celebrate about yourself. So we'll celebrate baby. Everyone will celebrate baby. I think everyone loves the baby, but you are the vessel and you deserve to be honored, to be cherished. So make sure you take time within these next few weeks, however many you have left, to really take care of yourself, whatever that means for you, okay? Promise? Promise, okay. Coming into our overhead tricep presses, so I'll keep this. That's just my thought for today. When you're ready, arms up, and let's go. Hands come back for our tricep presses. Yeah, I think it's great to be excited for baby. I'm so stoked, so stoked to meet baby. But I also am like, we're getting low on the time that I have just to myself. Like right now, baby's doing this because baby has no choice. But soon it might be harder for me to film or get a break. So I'm really trying to honor these days that I can have energy and do what I need to do. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll stop talking. Good friends, keep breathing. Awesome. Remember, always reserve 2 to 3 in the tank. For me and the triceps, that is my tank. Everything is a little bit different, but that's okay. We're gonna take a slightly longer break because that's what I need. That is what I need in this moment. All right. As you're prepping, our next one is our reverse fly. I have to keep looking off screen because I keep forgetting what's next. And usually I have these things memorized with my eyes closed. Today's a hard day, friends. Okay, ready? Reverse flies, let's go. Pull the shoulders back, pull them together. Breathe it out. Another thing I want you to think about here is we're not looking too far up. We're not letting our neck collapse. And most importantly, we're not hunching. So I don't want you to do your flies from here. You have just a length in your spine, maybe a mini arch. Not like a super arch, but a length through the chest, through the back, okay? You wanna imagine that you have a long piece of wood taped from the top of your head to the upper back, to your tailbone, to your hip, and it's like a nice slide. So you don't want that piece of wood to be hanging over the top of your head with some space there. There should be some connection. Ooh. You know what I mean? Yes, you know what I mean. Okay, keep breathing, friends. Keep it going. The hunch is where things start to not feel good. Lifting weights from an uncomfortable position will lead to other not fun issues. And it's always good to have someone take a look at you, look in the mirror. If you have access to an instructor or a trainer in person, that always helps, or send me a picture. Okay, pull it back, arms forward, tempo bicep curl. Quick lift and down for 3, 2, and 1. Quick lift, down for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And just to keep going off of that, you can always DM me, ask me questions, comment down below. I'm more than happy to help you within my scope of practice. If you have any PT related questions, physical therapy, I'd highly recommend you go see a professional physical therapist for that. I can let you know maybe a general idea of what could be happening, but if you have actual musculature issues, that's not my scope of practice. So just a heads up there, we are here to work strength, anything else about the body. For the most part, I can totally help you. That's within my scope, all that working out stuff. All right, keep going, friends. Lift, or maybe not. I don't know where you are. Good, keep breathing. That is my personal last one. As I get ready for our final exercise, our bears. I keep changing the name of this, but you know what I mean. We're on the same wavelength. You choose bird dog, knee lifts, or alternating tap backs. Let's go. In and down, good. If you're tapping back, make sure you take that break in between so that we keep the good form throughout. If you want to skip when your knees come back, you totally can. It's up to you. Good. And then I'm going to switch to just those knee lifts. This is our last exercise, friends. You've totally got it. Again, you can, my hair, pause whenever. You can keep bird dog until the end. You choose. Either way, we have 30 seconds. That is it. Come on, keep it going. Take your time, slow and controlled. Make sure you keep that form. Now is not the time to go about speed, to do anything crazy. We want to make sure we are in control, moving with intention. Last 3 seconds. Woo! And time. Yay! Awesome, awesome work. How are you feeling? You good? I hope you're feeling amazing because I'm happy we did that together. Let's go ahead and take a nice quick stretch. Go ahead and shake out those arms. They did lots of good work today. Inhale, reach those arms up. Let's grab one of our elbows and pull our arm back for that tricep stretch. If you want to, you can add a little bit of a side bend there. Good. And lift up, and then switch sides. And side bend there. Awesome. Go ahead and release. Take one arm over. Nice little stretch. And then go ahead and take your thumb and then point it down. Just alternate like that. Kind of get a little bit more into the shoulder. Good. And then inhale up. And exhale, switch. And then same thing, thumb comes down and up. Awesome, take those hands behind your back, interlace those fingers, and then pull those shoulders back, open up the heart. Good, and then arms forward, round out the spine. Awesome. One hand, right hand onto the left thigh, and then left hand to the low back. Give yourself a nice little gentle twist, nothing too crazy, just enough so that you feel the length in your spine, a little decompression in the back. And then switch sides, hand to the back, one arm over. And then gently release. One more big breath. Inhale, reach it up. And exhale, hands to heart. Yay! You crushed it. I'm so proud of you. If you're looking for more third trimester workouts, they will be on the channel very soon if they're not already there. It just depends when you've tuned into this video. So hopefully all of those are ready for you to go. I wish you the best in your pregnancy journey. If you have any questions, let me know. Leave them down in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.